Hello, it is Musings with Mookie, and whatever episode we're on, that's the episode we're on. But this episode does have a topic. I mean, they usually do have a topic because I write out the blurb, or I may not write out the blurb. But anyway, the blurb, like the narrative that I post with this podcast, which I think you can only see on Substack, on my Substack, is it goes with the video. It goes with the audio. So today, this thing was supposed to be recorded days ago, and I can't let go of the thought. So here it is. So I'm emotional. Maybe not emotional this day, but on this day that I was asked to do something, I think I had just got in the house at like 6:30 that morning after being on a 24-hour bender. It felt like, because I woke up early and I couldn't go back to sleep and I couldn't take a nap and I had things to do. So this Saturday I had to do some math that I didn't finish on Friday, so I could go out on Saturday and do my thing. And so per usual, the things I want to do are far away. The things that excite me, to get me outside, they're far away. Like an hour and a half, 2 hours, 30 minutes, like a good 30-minute drive. Like get on the highway type driving. So it's not, so it's a whole thing. When I go out, I like to be entertained. And I know that sounds self-centered. But let me put that self-centeredness into perspective. I am a stay-at-home mom of now 2, was 3. Wait, having 2 kids is just like having 3. It's when you get to the 4th one, I think there's a little issue. So I also am in school because I decided I'm going to have, I'm going to send one off to school and then I can take up the mantle as being educated. Wild idea. I'm working on the 4th book. I am promoting books 1 through 3 and 4. I created a quiz for book 4, and I think I haven't looked at it again, but I'm the only one that's taken it. I think. I haven't looked, but I believe I'm the only one that's taken it. I am the example. I have made a music playlist about this 4th. Like, it's a whole thing. I've been working, okay? And handling the emotional downturns that I have experienced. Still experiencing, but it's waning. It's getting better. But this day was a very busy day. And I get a message saying, I hope to see you. I do not read my email, so until super late. I enjoy deleting them more than I enjoy reading them, okay? I don't get paid to read emails anymore, so that has been liberating. So I delete emails. Okay, so I don't even read the mail. I don't have to. I would have, if I was a regular adult, oh my God. The military really did provide some structure. But anyway, I get a message, a text message saying, I hope to see you in such and such Zoom call group, whatever. I don't remember what the message says. And I was like, sure. Because this is something I want to do. Like, I am enjoying this group that I'm in, and I'm learning to emote and express myself. And I don't want to break down on stage when I'm telling the painful story. And I just recently did that. I didn't break down, didn't get emotional. I didn't feel heavy after I told the story. And it should have been a very heavy story. So I'm sitting here, and I was like, yeah, I'll be there. I wasn't even fully awake. I was more than likely still hungover. Okay, the hangovers last a little longer. You just learn to deal with them differently. So now I found like graham crackers. I don't like eating saltines. I like eating them, but I don't. So graham crackers. That's A1 for that one. So I said, yeah, I'll be there. So I get ready and get in this Zoom meeting. Training type deal. I don't really know what to call it. I'm not a master of words, but I do know how to use them. I get there. Well, I go to my kitchen table. I go to my kitchen table. I think I put on something appropriate because I didn't have to get up anyway. So I did have on some type of clothes. And it's about, and we're in this group being led by Neo-Futurist. You can look them, they're on Instagram if you want to look them. So, and here it is, she is describing this art framework where it is abstract. It's physical, it's abstract, and it's audible. And all of this is happening at the same time. You could have paintings on the wall, you could not have paintings. You could be in the blank. It's like doing a monologue, but your thoughts are running together. It's not specifically focused on one topic. And so I'm writing. We had to first write this up, what we're doing. So the topic was something I could rant about. And I'm also in math class. Remember when I told you I was a student? See how it's coming together? I am a student, and one of my classes is math. And I get the function of math. I understand it. I understand that part about math. I understand that it builds on top of each other. But I think people don't understand that I get tired of building. Okay? Like, I don't want to build on this concept of math anymore. So I'm in here in math class, and I'm writing. And while I'm writing, I'm in math class, and I'm just like, oh my God, why do we have to do this? Why do I have to work for it and then work backwards? And then combine all the steps. Well, not all of them. They just keep changing. It's the same thing. And you got to learn to use this concept because this is the concept we're teaching on. Whew, and this is a little bit easier, but it helps you do it with bigger numbers or an imaginary number. So, but at this point, we weren't at imaginary numbers yet. I don't think by the time, no. I think we started imaginary numbers this past week. But it was the factoring of polynomials. Okay, we had just put these polynomials together. We done went from we don't do like basic math, but we done got to the point where we done took x plus x equal 2x. Okay, we done x times x equal x squared. Now we do a little basic math. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Now you put all those together, you get x squared plus 2x plus 3. They want you to factor that apart. And then figure out, can you do it? Or is it true? And then you just keep, we're not going to, but we're talking about factoring polynomials. And I'm writing this abstract piece. And in this abstract piece, essentially, I am untying some thoughts. And I'm trying to, and at the same time I'm writing this, I'm not writing or being verbatim as to saying, how did we get here? I'm questioning so many things. I may be even accepting something in this writing. Yes, I have. I accepted why we factor polynomials. I still don't enjoy the process because it can be very complicated, like the things in life. Like the things in life, we have to figure out how we got here. Do the sum, the product. Can we find the factorization of this? Can we factor out how we got here? Is the factoring correct? Is the factoring correct? All the ideas that we have put together, we have squared, we have figured out what x, before we figured out what x is, we didn't put it all together. And now we need to figure it. And now we need to factor it. Now we have to determine what really is x. And if we take x and plug it back into the equation, Is the equation on the left we want? The equation on the right we want? Is it negative? Are they both positive? Are the things that we're doing to each other? And I tell you, to this day, right now, I am still guilty. Okay, it seems like there's one person, like I have to accept apologies that are never given on an hourly basis, on a daily basis. And I know that sounds like a very unforgiving position to take, but I'm talking to you about acceptance. That's all I'm saying. I have to accept that people aren't going to give me the apologies that we needed. And me saying that is, when we start to factor these groupings in life, are we learning to accept apologies that are never given, that never will be given, to move forward, to get where you want to be? That's it. That's all I had. Read the narrative. I like the narrative better. I really enjoyed writing, but this has been Musings with Mookie. I will talk to you all next time. And I hope you enjoy your day, your night, your week, your weekend coming up if you listen to this on a Friday. Not necessarily this Friday. I don't want to get your hopes up. But thank you for listening. And I'll be speaking to you next time. Ciao. Bye.